What's up guys, Not Super Mario here and welcome to today's video. Today we will be predicting the Oscars 2022, who I think is gonna win. I'm gonna also talk about who I would like to see winning the Oscars for particular categories, but this is more like a predictions, who I think is gonna win, even though maybe I wouldn't like them to win, if you know. So here, hopefully you can see on the screen, I have the Oscars ballot and we're gonna go through all the categories. There are also some of the categories that I haven't seen a single thing, like documentary shorts or movie shorts, because it's just impossible to watch all of it, and where I'm from, it's really hard to get to see like documentary shorts and all of those. So I'm sorry for that. I'm gonna still predict them and I'm gonna go by I don't know, feeling. Maybe the name is gonna be awesome, but yeah, those categories, unfortunately, I just didn't have the time or the opportunity to see the movies. But let's start with the big one, Best Picture. In my opinion, I think Coda is gonna win, and also I would like to see it win. So I'm gonna do the red circle, bam, Coda. I think the chance to steal from Coda this Best Picture is, I think, The Power of the Dog and maybe West Side Story. I think it's between those three. Every other movie, even though maybe some of them are really deserving of it, of a Best Picture win, I really do think it's between Coda, The Power of the Dog, and then slight chance for West Side Story. Moving on to directing, I mean, it's gonna go to Jane Campion. I think if anything else happens, it's gonna be the biggest surprise of the night, in my opinion. So Jane Campion, in my opinion, is gonna win. If I was the Academy, I would give it to Steven Spielberg out of those five. When I do my video for my Academy, if I was the Academy who should get nominated, there wouldn't be a single director from this list on my list. So that's why it's really hard for me to choose any of them. But yeah, Jane Campion for sure. It's like 99.9% she's gonna win. But if I was the Academy out of this five, I would give it to Steven Spielberg for West Side Story. Actress in a leading role, I think this is really open wide who's gonna win. I think it's between Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Nicole Kidman being the Ricardos, and I think maybe Kristen Stewart. If I was the Academy, I would give it for sure to Kristen Stewart. I think she was phenomenal in Spencer, and there was not enough talk about her performance, that movie. I think she was incredible. But I think it's gonna go to Jessica Chastain. I think she's a front runner. Lately, she's been getting all the awards across the board. I think her performance is amazing. I think she's second on my list. If I would like choose between Kristen Stewart, the next one would be Jessica Chastain. But I think at the Oscars on Sunday, Jessica Chastain is gonna get the Oscar. Moving on to actor in leading role, I think anything else besides Will Smith getting this Oscar is gonna be a surprise. I also want to see him win. I think he is deserving. So I would be very, very happy to see Will Smith, and I'm gonna go with Will Smith. Maybe there's a slight chance that Benedict Cumberbatch could steal this Oscar from him, but I think that he's been winning pretty much every single award, and I think it's really time. The performance is absolutely phenomenal. Will Smith is gonna get it. Actress in a supporting role, we've got Jessie Buckley, Ariana DeBose, Judi Dench, Kirsten Dunst, and Anjani Ellis. Ariana DeBose is my pick, my personal pick as well, and I think she's gonna get it. This is like set in stone. I mean, another category that if anything else happens is gonna be the biggest surprise ever. So Ariana DeBose, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Actor in supporting role, Keaton Hines, Troy Kotsur, Jesse Plemons, J.K. Simmons, Cody Smith-McPhee. Hopefully Troy Kotsur, he's been winning everything. He's completely deserving of the award, and it's my prediction and my also personal choice. So Troy Kotsur it is. Let's go back on at the top. Photoshop. Original screenplay. This one, it's a little bit harder to choose, but I think this is gonna go to Belfast. I think the Academy has to give something to Belfast, and I think they're gonna praise Kenneth Branagh in this particular category. I think that Belfast is not gonna get anything else, in my opinion. If I was the Academy, I would give it to King Richard. I think it's beautifully written. Belfast is also really well written. Wasn't my personal favorite, but I think Belfast is gonna win original screenplay. Adapted screenplay. This one is interesting. I am between Coda and The Power of the Dog. I would like to see Coda winning, but it's really hard for me to choose Coda like right away because I think The Power of the Dog has a big chances to win this. But I'm questioning now that they're gonna give Jane Campion directing, for sure. Are they gonna give her 2 Oscars for The Power of the Dog? That's the question. And if I think that Coda is gonna win Best Picture, I think they're gonna win something else, and they're gonna win Troy Kotsur. Troy Kotsur is gonna win, but I think there's a chance that Coda can get this, and hopefully it does. So I'm going with Coda. Bam. Animated feature. Encanto, Flea, Luca, The Mitchells vs. the Machines, Raya and the Last Dragon. Haven't seen Flea. This is the only one that I haven't seen. I think it's gonna go to Encanto. My personal favorite would be The Mitchells vs. the Machines. I think it's a phenomenal movie, and if I was the Academy, The Mitchells vs. the Machine would get this Oscar, but I think it's gonna be Encanto. So I'm going with Encanto. Documentary feature, I mean, this is really hard to choose. I've only seen Summer of Soul, and I think it's between Summer of Soul and Flea, because I've heard a lot of great things about Flea. I haven't seen Ascension, Attica, and Writing with Fire, so it's really hard for me to even say anything or be like critical about what's wrong with one movie or good about one movie. But because I've seen only Summer of Soul, I don't know if I would go with Summer of Soul. I think Flea is a front runner. It's not gonna get animated feature, and I don't think it's gonna get international feature film as well. So yeah, I'm going with Flea. I'm going with Flea. Let's pick Flea. International feature film: Drive My Car, Flea, The Hand of God, Lunana, Ayaki in the Classroom, The Worst Person in the World. I think Drive My Car is gonna get this. I haven't seen it, like I said in my video yesterday. It's the only movie out of Best Picture nominees that I haven't seen. I think Drive My Car, there's a lot of love for this movie, a lot of praises has been said, so I think it's a front runner, and I'm gonna go with Drive My Car. Cinematography. Now this one, my personal winner would be Dune, for sure, but I think there's a chance that The Power of the Dog could steal this from Dune. So it's really hard for me right now to choose between those two. I think The Nightmare Alley has an amazing cinematography, West Side Story as well. The Tragedy of Macbeth, even though I'm not a fan of, I think the cinematography was the best part of that movie. I mean, the same goes with The Power of the Dog. But I think in The Power of the Dog, there's other things that you can also appreciate, even though it wasn't a movie for me. This one is tough. Dune or The Power of the Dog? Let me know in the comments down below who would you choose, but I'm gonna go with Dune. I'm gonna go with Dune. Film editing. Don't Look Up, Dune, King Richard, The Power of the Dog, Tick Tick Boom. My personal favorite, Tick Tick Boom. I mean, Tick Tick Boom should win this. It's not gonna win. But who's gonna win this? The Power of the Dog or Dune? Again, it's between those two. If I went with cinematography with Dune, I'm gonna go with The Power of the Dog for film editing. Hopefully Tick Tick Boom, but I think it's gonna be The Power of the Dog. Costume design: Cruella, Cyrano, Dune, Nightmare Alley, West Side Story. Frontrunner, I think it's Cruella. It's gonna take this probably for sure. I mean, costume design in all of those movies were really great, but I think it's gonna go to Cruella. Bam. Makeup and hairstyling: Coming to America, Cruella, Dune, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, and House of Gucci. I think this is gonna go The Eyes of Tammy Faye. I think the makeup and hairstyling on Jessica Chastain was absolutely mind-blowing. It really captures what the movie is about and what that character of Tammy Faye is. So yeah, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. I think everything else would kind of be a surprise, even though Dune and Cruella and also Coming to America, also House of Gucci, whatever you think about that movie, have great makeup and hairstyling, but I think The Eyes of Tammy Faye is a front runner, so I'm picking The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Moving on to production, not production, we've got original score. Don't Look Up, Dune, Encanto, Parallel Mothers, The Power of the Dog. If anything else besides Dune wins, I don't know what the hell happens with the Academy. Dune. Original song: Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy, No Time to Die, No Time to Die. I mean, Dos Sorguitas, I think it's not the best song in Encanto. Somehow You Do, I haven't heard at all. Down to Joy is an okay song. Be Alive in King Richard is in the credits, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Billie Eilish is gonna get this, for sure. Sound, again, if Dune doesn't get that, it's gonna be very, very surprising. So Dune. Bam. Production design. Dune, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, The Tragedy of Macbeth, West Side Story. Now this one, my personal favorite, of course, Dune. But could this go to West Side Story? It could. I mean, all of them could potentially be frontrunners. The Tragedy of Macbeth, maybe not so, even though the production design was really good in it. This one is tough again. I hope Dune wins it. I really do. Let's go with Dune. Visual effects. Dune, Free Guy, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Spider-Man No Way Home. Again, another technical Oscar that, in my opinion, is gonna go to Dune, so I'm picking Dune. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now we get to the categories that I have no clue, no knowledge on what those movies are, because there's absolutely no chance for me to see them. So I've heard about some of them, so this is gonna be like a blind pick of everything. Documentary, short, subject. I've only heard about The Queen of Basketball. I don't know. I just heard about it. That's it. So I'm gonna go with The Queen of Basketball just for that reason. Short film. I've heard about The Dress. Everything else, haven't heard a single thing. So for that reason, The Dress. Short film. I've heard about The Windshield Wiper. I think. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with The Windshield Wiper. So that is pretty much my predictions for the Oscars 2022. Let me know in the comments down below your predictions. I mean, you can find this ballot and you can fill it out and like post it down in the comments down below. I would really like to see, or just write it in the comments. Who do you think is gonna win? Who should win? Everything, let me know. And like I said in the yesterday's video, on Sunday, I'm gonna try everything to live stream, watch along Oscars. I'm gonna do it with Matitz, so we're gonna be together watching the Oscars and be happy or maybe sad if our personal favorites don't win or maybe win. So tune in for that. I'm gonna you're gonna see, like, it's gonna be scheduled and everything, so check it out on Sunday. I don't know, I think it's for my time it starts like at 2 a.m. something like that. So yeah, it's gonna be a long night, but hopefully a good one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What was I trying to say? If you enjoyed this video, of course, leave a like, share this video all over the place, click that subscribe button, follow me on all the social media. Let me know in the comments down below your predictions, like I said before. And that's gonna be it. See you next time.